See if we can do this one at 1x. See if it turns out better. 2023 Recoil product catalog. This is not the accessories. It's all the other stuff. Some accessories, just not all the other, I guess, utility stuff. They're still doing the Class AB 4-channel amp, fused at 70 amps. Quite powerful, gets hot. But if you want that audiophile sound, there you go. Can't hear the difference. Let's see. The 600.1, 700 watts, 1500 watts. Fuse is built in. And then the Big Daddy requires external 250 amp fuse, which I gotta email Wang Hai to put that in with it. So, or even at least a, well, no, should have a fuse. You don't want to do a circuit breaker. And then this is everybody's favorite. We just got some of these in too. I sold 6 of them yesterday. The RED 1800.5 does like 1200 watts on the 5th channel. Very nice, 1 ohm stable. These are the new ones that are coming. We have not got them in yet. That's the small 4-channel, the micro 4-channel, then the micro 700 watt. And then they have a micro 1000 watt. So, does it say the fuse? Fuse rating, 80 amps. So it's just under 1000 watts. Barely, probably barely make 1000 watts. Well, and they got a 1600.1, D11. Or is it DII? Is there a DI? DI? Fuse rating, 120 amps. Very good. There you go, micro. And then the DI 550.4. This picture is actually incorrect. The new ones that you get now that you saw that are also called V2 are fused at 50 amps. You can fuse them for 60, even 70 amps, and they're fine. So if you are popping fuses, you shouldn't, because highs don't use that much energy. So typically the voltage that's available for them is plenty. And then the Big Daddy. Larry does have some of those in his inventory, which is you can get off the website. If you want to get it through me, you can, but you can just order off the website. And then this one, again, I did a review on this one. This one is just, it's good for, like, you know, if you have like an old school sub that's 4 ohm and you just want to run it. It's good for about 700 watts. It's Class D, it's super small. I don't think it comes with the bass knob, even though it has the bass knob pictured, but again, I'll pull that up and see if that's true or not. And then the DI 600.1, which is the 2 ohm stable version. And then the new one, I'm going to do a review this weekend on this one. And this is, again, this is for, it's like a good replacement. Like if you had a Alpine, like MRV 1000, one of those, basically like a pair of Type Rs or something like that are dual 2. It's 2 ohm optimized, 1200 watts. It's fused for 100 amps. And then the RPM 365, we just got those in yesterday. We did not get the RPM 265, but I think I have 1 or 2 pair left of these. We have plenty of these. They're coming out with the RD 365, which is the 3-way RD. We have not got those in. We got a couple of sets of the RD 65s. Again, those are usually cheaper through me. I will typically, again, I don't control the pricing on the website. So if you see a lower price, just let me know. Don't sit there and go, Patrick said this, and then fucking show me your vagina. Don't do that. Just fucking call me or text me. Let me know. RD35. Oh, they're going to sell the mid-range on its own. That's good. RX, I have not seen that yet. RX 65 looks like a premium, 70 watts. Should be coming out soon, coaxial. Doesn't look like there's any branding on it. That looks good for rebadging. Yeah, Larry had a local dealer in there a couple weeks back, and I asked him right in front of Larry, I said, hey, would you like premium quality, you know, speakers and components and amplifiers, but there's no branding on them so that you can resell them for a lot more? And he goes, yeah, I would love that. And I just looked at Larry and I go, that's right, motherfucker. So it's like, my idea is really good. It's a good idea. He's like, no, we got to promote the brand. I don't really like the look of these, but they're probably like a high-powered component marine. Yeah, 80 watts. You guys have seen those before. And then let's see, marine coaxial, low end. It says 80 watts, but that might be for the pair. And then you've seen all the Echo series. I got to do the reviews on these guys. So, and they got the RCX 4x10, 5 1/4, 5x7, 6 1/2, 6x8. And then this is very, very popular. We still have some of these to clear out that are returns. We test them, and I think we're doing them for like $25 a pair shipped. But I think the new ones are only $10 more per pair. So, and then we still have a bunch of these left and available. They just got some of these in. Those were popular. I think it has to do with the pricing on these. The pricing on them on the website is a little high, in my opinion, but same with these. These should actually be lower, but I don't know, whatever. It's not my business. RLX, you guys have seen those. And then you have the 8-inch Pro audio, 6.5-inch Pro. And they're coming out with the 6x9 Pro. And you guys have already seen that, the MX65. Somebody was complaining about $5, like, because I said $65 a pair, which at the time was a low price because I think only DS11 sells their version for like $80 a pair. So again, if it's on the website and it says $60 a pair or $65 a pair, I will beat the price. Just let me know. Jesus, send me a link. You go, hey, check this out. I'm like, okay, I'll beat it. Not a big deal. Still, this one is very, very popular. Everybody loves this one. It's compact, very small. It's like a 3.5-inch bezel. This one's a little bit bigger. I don't know where anywhere in the car you can fit these, but we sell a lot of these to Mexican DJs here locally. They love those things. Oh, and then the BMW stuff. Some BMW stuff came in. So, which I think this one came in, which is the components. Sorry. And then something else came in. I'll have to do the reviews on that next week. This came in, the shallow 10-inch. The only thing I worried about on it was the FS. FS is 43 hertz. That's too high. So it could just possibly just be a turd. But they only ordered like, I think 1 pallet of them. So again, I told Monica not to use these, but I want to actually use this chassis to build the Cicada version because they already have this tooled up and this magnet tooled up. I think if we just did this in Neo and then used a really heavy copper coil, it should be good for the Cicada market. And then when they just reskin it for Cicada. So this uses the 12-spoke frame, by the way. I don't know why they skipped the RW series, but they started with the PW series. These are all in stock. These have been selling really good. You guys seem to really like these. Oh yeah, they have the 6.5 now. I think we got some of those in stock. I can't remember if it's the RW series or the PW series. There is some sort of 6.5-inch woofer, which are, again, they're not really great for as a woofer. You can look at the FS on some of these, 50 hertz, 50 hertz. That's a good mid bass. It's not a good woofer. So PW, RW. You guys have seen all these. RW. RS10, RS12. I have some of these enclosures here. These are all gone. These did not do fare well because, again, they want to maximize their inventory. And so you only want to warehouse stuff that does well on Amazon. And these don't do well on Amazon because there's too much handling. And so it costs too much to ship them. And they ended up like actually losing like $1 or $2 on every unit that was sold. And then if they get a return, that's even worse. So they just cleared them out through me. I ended up picking up another dozen of these. And then we take out the RW series. We put the PW in because it's really only worth putting the PW series in. And then I pair them up with a Memphis monoblock that I have that's good for like 450, almost 500 watts. And so it's a good match for the PW series, which is good for 600 watts. I got a ton of these. We're waiting on replacement harnesses. Some of the harnesses that they did in the first run were defective. We test every one of them to make sure they're good, but I have some on order of those. This one is the one that they just stopped importing, mostly because we were getting a lot of returns from Amazon, people burning them up. But Mo in Texas is the one that puts these in the bags on the Harleys. So that's a good application. They're really affordable. SWS10, I do have some of these here locally, and I do have a couple of the SWS12s. We're still doing these. I just stopped promoting them. Again, the price I have on them is 2 for $150 shipped, which is insane. It's like really, really good. And I think they also come with, oh no, sorry, this is the SL1789. This is the 8x9. We have these as well. So we got a lot of the returns from Amazon because they weren't selling fast enough. But yeah, SL1789, this is the sealed one. And then there's the, no, oh, god damn. 1789 is with the passives. That's right. That's the better one. I prefer this one. So if you're gonna buy them, buy this one. And then when we finally burn through all of them, then you get stuck with this one, which is this is just the sealed one. Oh no, it says it's 4x6 passive radiators. Okay. It's just not as hardy as the other one. So, and then I still got to do a review on this one. This is the 8-inch active with a passive radiator. Again, it's just very compact. It's only like a 200 watt. It says 300 watts, but it's only like 200 watts, 250 watts on the sub. It can't handle a lot. The 10-inch is better. I told them to import a Echo Pro series. I thought would be better because then it gets. So Everly wants to play Hangman. S. No S?
No S.
Okay, T. L as in Lima. Anyways, these are great. Like I said, I want them to import a premium version that's a bit more powerful. These just came in. This is the active one, RST11. They've had these for a while. Larry Frederick designed this for Cerwin Vega Mobile, and they sell it for $450. I think on the Recoil site, it's under $200, which is a really good deal. And then they just imported this one. I have not done a review on it. I want to pull it apart and look at it. It's a bigger one, but it's a passive subwoofer, meaning you got to have an amplifier on the outside. It looks like it's just the RW series. It says 350 watts, should be about 300 watts. But it's going to be a different shape. They also have brought in 10 farad capacitor, which again, if you notice, this is the same one they made for Rockford, that Rockford still carries and sells for $500 on their website. So again, made by, or at least sourced by Edge. REC 1s, 2, and then the new 5Ds. They actually have these in stock. I don't even remember if I grabbed one or not, but they do have them in stock and on the website. And then the cheapy ones, I'm doing these for only $25 each shipped, or you can do 10 for $200. I have a ton of these. They do have some of these, but I think they're a little bit more. And then yes, we got these in. There's only 30 pieces they ordered. I took 10, so I have 10 pieces. I'm gonna do them for the same $150 shipped that we did the other one. It have some improvements. I'll go ahead and do a review on it and you guys can look at it. But this is the P610 and I have 10 available if you want to take them this weekend. Let's see. And then the rest goes into those harnesses for the DSP. I don't remember getting any of these, but they want to bring it to mass market. So that way you install the thing in like 10 minutes. But I haven't seen any of those yet. Line-up converters. This is my favorite. I wish they came with a longer cable for this one. I think the cable's only like 6 feet, which I think is a mistake. But this one has the digital voltmeter built into it and the bass knob. And then it has high-low conversion. I wish they would have an RCA input so you could use it for that as well as that. But again, they already have that product, but it's already built in. I forget what it's called. And then why they carry so many SKUs on these converters, I don't know. They just do. A lot of times it's to, what's the word? Dominate the people that they import them for, because Roboti's imports the same exact one. In fact, they use the same part number, but I think they import it so that they can kind of like say, you know, it's like a macho thing. I don't know, something like that. PLO-C2 Pro, we got some of these samples in. Why it's a Pro, I don't know. I wish these had RCA input as well. It only has speaker level input. So that way you could use it as an epicenter, which is what it's meant to emulate. And then, yeah, they're doing a whole bunch of this stuff. So, I don't know. I don't think they need so many SKUs, but, you know, whatever. A lot of them are just, oh, they brought in an EQ. Aw, that's great. See, now I wanted one that they has built-in Bluetooth. I thought it'd be great if they had built-in Bluetooth 5.0, so that way you could just send, receive, and that way if you go to like a base meet or something like that, one guy will stream it and then everybody else can pick it up and send it to one another. And because they used to do that back in the 90s, they would have Power 92, which was the local like hip hop station at the time, and because they had like a demo band from Orion. And they would play a bass song on the radio and everybody would tune it to the same time, and it was kind of cool. So LCV, that's the one that has RCA in and out, and then it also has digital voltmeter. And of course the LC ones, I always have those. I do bulk. I think I do 10 for 70 shipped on those. And then of course the GLI, the Band-Aid. And then it goes through all the copper kits. The best one is this one, the PCK0D, which they sell on the website for $249. I still sell it for $120. There's a lot of margin on it. So, and then they show the PBG, which is the copper version, and then the RBG, which is the aluminum version of the Big 3 kit. And then they get into the RCK, which is the aluminum, oversized aluminum CCA kits. Which again, I think we do the RCK 0 for like 40 bucks shipped. And then what I do is I get the RCK 46, which comes with the 6-channel RCA. And then I swap out the fuse holder in it for the mini A&L, and then I add a ground lug, and then we just put in 2-channel. And so then we sell them as 4-gauge 2-channel kits. And then I resell the 6-channel kits. You guys can do that too. That's a good little scheme or scandal that I do. I do these RCK 0D. This is the dual amp kit. 6-channel RCA, I do these for only $65. And then they have a 4-gauge version. Just depends on how many amps you're running. And then these are the fancy RCAs that you guys have seen before. Echo Max, Echo Pro. Why they have 2 different kinds of fancy RCAs, I don't know. It's just cosmetics. One's not better than the other. And then they have the Echo Plus in white, for marine or for home. And then they have a whole other, this is different. No, this is the standard one. This is the twisted pair one. I mean, they're all twisted pair, but they just, some show it, some don't. And then there's the 6-channel one that I like. They have it in 6 foot, 12 foot, and then 17 foot. That's the big Mama Jama. And you can see the colors to help you keep track of which is which. And then they just imported about, I think, 4 rolls of this. Fucking telemarketer, Jesus Christ. They imported 5 rolls of each of these. If you want to order those, make sure you order a roll of each. This is the 0-gauge premium, but it's on a 50-foot roll. I still have the, I think I have about 6 or 8 rolls left of the 0-gauge 50-foot for only $100. $100 a roll shipped. It's a really good deal. We also have copper 4-gauge. Again, I said I was going to do a video, just haven't had time. So, but if you want it, just text me and order it. So, and it comes with a dispenser. The only thing I don't like about the dispenser, because it's so good, it's so swirly whirly, because it uses ball bearings, is that when you start to pull it, it keeps going. That's the only thing I don't like. Oh, and then they're gonna pull in the OFC 18 gauge. I'm gonna get a roll of that. That's rad. I could always use that. I don't see the speaker wire. They just imported the 12 gauge as well. The 12 gauge speaker wire. There's all the terminals. The weirdo 0 gauge, dual 0 gauge, and then this is 0 gauge to 4 gauge. This is a dual 0 gauge to 1 gauge, 0 gauge. Dual 0 gauge to 4 gauge if you want to use a reducer as well. And then the rest is just the rest of those. They have the 8 gauge version ones. And then a bunch of the ring terminals, the boots. There's the speaker wire. Oh, and then I don't know why they have so many versions of this. They have this in both copper, and I think they also carried in aluminum. Again, look on Amazon for the best price. Look on the website. If you still want some, just hit me up, and I can get it for cheaper than that. Yeah, the 12 gauge is what they brought in. And then they also ordered the 8 gauge, which I at 80 feet, I wouldn't even bother putting it on a spool, but they did. But we got some of this in yesterday, if you guys were wanting that. Bass blockers, tone generator. Again, I told them they need to have a display on there, but they imported it in anyway. They make this for Metra. You can see it on there. You can compare whether or not you want to get it, if it's worth it. There's the grills. They carry the 6.5 inch grills now. Then all the distribution blocks, DB, distro 1 to 4, 1 to 3. It depends on which one, and they got the little mini ones. Here's some of the fuse blocks. These are the ones I prefer. These guys right here, this one. Larry was all trying to get me into the ones that link together. I was like, nobody gives a shit about that. So, but I steal these out of the kits, and then I include them with the amps and some other stuff that I sell. Oh, look at that. Ceramic A&L fuses. I don't know why you would need a ceramic version, but okay. But I don't know. It makes them look different. Now, I do like the ones with the LED indicator in them, but they didn't import those. All the fuses. We got a shit ton of fuses if you need fuses. Pallets of stuff left over from the Hooker Audio excursion. Oh, and they put all the accessories in here too. There's a smart relays, battery terminals. Already seen all this. Oh, the damping mat. This is the new one, the XLBK. We got some returns on those from Amazon, so if you want a good deal on those, let me know. This is, I guess, the fancier one, and then there's the PMBK. Again, look on the website and figure out the difference. I don't know the difference. And then they have the kit that comes with the roller and then the knife. And then I guess they're having swag now. So, which again, I think they should just give away most of that stuff. It's free advertising. I don't know why they still haven't made the stickers. I told them to get. Tuning screwdriver with LED. And then those things, we're basically giving those away. And then the tool bag. And the magnetic wristband. I don't know anybody that uses those. And then the lanyard, stainless steel tumbler, 4-inch chrome decal. I don't know why they wanted the chrome. I just do basic white, but that's it. That's the new 2023 Recoil catalog. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you. I'll talk to you later.